The skies over Canada are looking uncertain. Today, on August 16, 2025, a significant threat hangs over one of the nation's largest airlines. Air Canada and the union representing its flight attendants are at a standstill. Negotiations for a new contract have broken down. This deadlock has raised a serious alarm. The possibility of a strike is now very real. This is not just a small disagreement, it is a major conflict that could disrupt travel for hundreds of thousands of people. The situation is tense, and the stakes are incredibly high for everyone involved, from the company's executives to the everyday traveler planning a long-awaited vacation or an important business trip. The core of the issue lies in the expired collective agreement. For months, representatives from Air Canada and the Canadian Union of Public Employees have been at the bargaining table trying to hammer out a new deal. However, these talks have failed to produce a resolution. The deadline has passed, and the two sides remain far apart on key issues. This failure has pushed the flight attendants to a critical decision point. They have voted overwhelmingly in favor of a strike mandate, giving their union the power to call for a walkout. This news sends a ripple of anxiety across the country and beyond. Air Canada is a vital artery in the global travel network. The federal government is watching the situation closely. At the very heart of the dispute are wages. Flight attendants argue that their pay has not kept up with the rising cost of living. Inflation has eaten away at their purchasing power over the last few years. Beyond wages, working conditions are a major point of contention. The union has raised serious concerns about scheduling, rest periods, and overall work-life balance. Another key sticking point relates to staffing levels. The union insists that staffing is often stretched too thin. This compromises their ability to provide adequate service and ensure passenger safety in emergencies. A strike is a form of protest where employees collectively decide to stop working. When workers go on strike, they withdraw their labor to put pressure on their employer. Air Canada cannot operate flights without flight attendants. They are highly trained safety professionals required by federal regulations. If flight attendants walk off the job, planes cannot legally take off, grounding the entire operation instantly. The impact extends far beyond striking workers. Travelers are left stranded. Businesses suffer losses, and the tourism industry takes a major hit, putting pressure on government to intervene. If a strike happens, the impact on travelers will be immediate and severe. Widespread flight cancellations would affect domestic and international routes. Thousands of flights could be canceled daily, leaving hundreds of thousands of passengers stranded. For passengers with booked flights, monitor the situation closely. Check official websites of Air Canada and ShoePay for latest updates. Understand your rights as a passenger. Familiarize yourself with Air Canada's cancellation policies and Canadian passenger protection regulations. For essential travel, consider booking refundable backup flights on different airlines. Consider travel insurance, but read policy details carefully. Many policies don't cover strikes that were foreseeable when purchased. The path forward hinges on whether the two sides can find a last-minute compromise. Often a third-party mediator is brought in to help. The federal government may appoint a mediator to broker a deal before the walkout deadline. If mediation fails and a strike notice is served, a countdown begins. Unions must give at least 72 hours notice. This creates a final, frantic window for negotiation. Sometimes imminent shutdown pressure forces a breakthrough. Should a strike continue, the government may introduce back-to-work legislation, sending the dispute to binding arbitration. The best outcome is a negotiated settlement acceptable to both sides. For now, all we can do is wait, stay informed, and hope for a peaceful resolution that keeps Canada flying.